there and welcome back! Here in my hands is one of the most confusing and weird decks of the last century. Although it's old enough today, it's still very popular. I'm talking about Thoth Tarot by Aleister Crawley. Some say the deck is cursed, some say it brings trouble and is connected with dark magic. I even know those who are afraid of it. My point is to show you the Thoth Tarot as the deck created by the collaboration of two gifted persons. So let's go. For the beginning, a couple of words about its creators. Aleister Crawley was a disruptive man. You can find a lot of information about his personality on the internet, and even songs dedicated to him. What we should know is that he was an occultist and a philosopher. He did a lot of research about the so-called Egyptian tarot, considering the vision that tarot knowledge was brought from ancient Egypt. He wrote many books, and one of them is the Book of Thoth, dedicated to tarot knowledge and its philosophy. Together with an amazing artist, Frida Harris, they created the deck that we are going to review today. On the card's back cover is the symbol of rose and cross, which refers to the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Crawley belonged to this occult organization since the end of the 19th century. The Thoth Tarot system is very close to the Tarot of Marseille, but not the same. It starts with the Fool at the 0 position. Some Arcana names differ from traditional ones. First, the Magus instead of the Magician. Second, the Priestess instead of the High Priestess. Sixth, the Brothers instead of the Lovers. Eighth, the Adjustment instead of the Justice. 10th, the Fortune instead of the Wheel of the Fortune. 11th, the Lust instead of the Strength. 14th, the Art instead of the Temperance. 20th, the Aeon instead of the Judgment. 21st, the Universe instead of the World. Crawley attached great importance to that, as well as to the symbolism of the cards. From his letter to Frida Harris about the Justice. The general criticism is that the card is a little too cold. Libra is the sign of autumn, season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun. In your card, you have got the idea of balanced static, whereas it ought to be dynamic. Nature is not the grocer weighing out a pound of sugar. It is the compensation of complicated rhythms. I should like you to feel that every adjustment was a grander passion. Compensation should be a festival, not a clerk smugly pleased that his accounts are correct. Every detail, zodiac sign, Hebrew letter on the cards bring a lot of meaning, and I strongly recommend you to read the Book of Thoth. Crawley himself described the deck and the book as an unbreakable set and said they must not be sold separately. Ironic that we can easily purchase them individually nowadays. Still, the book contains a lot of useful information about the deck and tarot in general. Crawley put a lot of effort into explaining Arcana ideas and principles. From his letter to Frida Harris, I must emphasize that this fear of faces is an appalling symptom of cowardice. It is surely a natural instinct to connect expression with moral ideas, and it is moral ideas, or more correctly magical ideas, that you are out to illustrate. The names for court cards were given by the tradition of the Golden Dawn Order, so the kings became the knights became the princes, the pages became the princesses. He put the hermetic idea of a royal couple created by the knight and the queen, and their daughter, the princess, who succeeded to the throne by marriage to the prince, who should kill her father and take his kingdom. So Crawley is moving from the older generation to the younger, starting every suit with a knight and closing it with a princess. Every card in minor suits also has its original name given by Crawley. Arabic numeration and zodiac plus astrological signs. Fire is represented by wands, staves traditionally, water by cups, air by swords, and earth by discs. The abstract images show the ideas of initial energies. Some say it complicates the understanding of spread. I should say it keeps us away from thinking of them as a human-like principles. In Crawley's concept, tarot is not a household item for gambling and fortune-telling. It is a system of great philosophical ideas and processes. So it should stay as it is. For sure, one of the strengths of this deck is the visualization. Every image has its emotional background, not only because of great symbolism, There is the play of color and light that influences our perception. The creation of the deck took 5 years, and the great effort of Frida Harris, who did a lot of work to understand Crawley's ideas and the vision of the deck. The images by themselves evoke feelings which guide through the spread even if you don't understand the whole symbolism of the cards. So this is it. I want to believe the video helped you to clarify the situation with that deck. If you like it, please don't forget to support it with your thumbs up. I wish you good days and fruitful work with your cards. Be yourself and see you soon.